Facebook just banned me for 30 days, at least from Facebook Messenger, because I made a comment. And what's fascinating about it is that the comment was defined as hate speech, but all I basically said was that I do not agree with illegal immigration. And I'm not liberal, I'm not conservative, I don't get into that Democrat Republican shit. But literally, I'll read the comment. It says, "The unspoken truth is that many black people lose their jobs to illegal immigrants. The Democrats will never talk about that. They got us as dumb as poor white trash, voting against our interests." So, which part of this is defined as hate speech? That I don't agree that people should be allowed to just illegally come into the country like they are in the south side of Chicago and create all this gang killing and all this other stuff that's going on. Doesn't mean every illegal immigrant is a bad person, but it does mean that I'm fascinated that when I speak against illegal immigration, I'm banned from Facebook. But when black people commit crimes, when we do illegal things, we get 100 years in prison. So I'm trying to figure out at what point did we make the memo that said if you are coming across the Rio Grande and breaking federal law, we're supposed to look past that. But if you are a black kid selling crack in the hood, breaking federal law, we're supposed to put you in prison until your grandkids are adults. This is the part that's really interesting to me. I think that it also speaks to that bias that we know Facebook has. We know Facebook has a heavy liberal bias. Basically, you can say whatever you want as long as it's liberal. But you've seen a lot of conservatives get banned. Now, I'm not a conservative. I'm not a liberal. I'm none of that. I'm just voice. I just say what's on my mind, right? But that opinion is one that's probably more aligned with a conservative disposition. But the truth of the matter is that I don't understand how it becomes hate speech to say that an illegal crime should not be legalized, that doing something that is against the law should be against the law. I don't understand where anybody can prove me wrong that black people, if you go all through the south side of Chicago, west side of Chicago, you see a lot of jobs being held by undocumented people that used to belong to black people. That's, ask any black person in Chicago, they'll tell you that. Go to a construction site, try to get a job at a construction site. A lot of those construction sites don't hire black people anymore. And some people say, oh, well, no, it's no big deal. There's a black brown alliance. There ain't no fucking black brown alliance. You tell me, you show me at any point where people who've illegally come across the border are lining up to support black people when we're fighting for reparations. You show me where mass groups of people who are from from Latin America are supporting black people when black kids get shot by the cops. So show me one Hispanic organization that's really got black people's back all the time, no matter what. I'm not trying to say that everybody's bad that comes from other countries. I'm not. In fact, there are black people in South America who get treated, or Latin America, who get treated as badly as black people in America, and those are the people I stand with. But the majority of people that come from south of the border, when they hit that census button, they click in white. They are hitting white. They don't want to be associated with your black ass. They do not want to be black. They do not want to be connected with black people. A lot of the Cubans look down on you worse than white people do. So I'm not trying to say everybody thinks like that, but go look around. Anybody who's hip to the game understands how this works, And so ultimately, is there a black brown alliance? I think that there is a black alliance, meaning that black people from south of the border can align with black people from north of the border, but there is no alignment between a white person from Latin America and black people from America. Because if you were aligned with black people, then when you got to the country, you would check the box that says you're black. But you don't want to do that. You check the box that says you are white. And so the other thing too that's interesting though is that despite what the opinion might be, the idea that that a liberal organization gets to decide what's hate speech and what's not, that anybody who disagrees with them must be invoking hate speech. That's a problem. And you're kind of acting like Donald Trump right now. That's a Donald Trump kind of move, that anybody who disagrees with me there must be something wrong with them. They must be a communist. They must be this, they must be that. And I think that's really fascinating because basically I stand by my position. There are a lot of black people who used to get certain jobs who do not get those jobs because companies are deliberately trying to recruit people who are undocumented because they can pay them $5 an hour, and a lot of black people can't work for that wage. They're like, I need $15, $20 an hour. I can't work for $5 an hour. And so the fact that that's defined as hate speech is really fascinating, because if that were a liberal point of view, like if I say something that liberals agree with, I don't think Facebook would have defined it as hate speech. And I think this is what everybody's talking about. They have a huge amount of bias in terms of supporting the Democratic Party. Now, which party do I support? Depends on which one's doing the right thing. Most of them don't. I don't support the Democrats because the Democrats, they crap on black people left and right. The Republicans, I can't be a Republican. They're too racist. So at the end of the day, I'm not really, am I mad about it? I'm not really so mad about it. I mean, we have a black social media platform. We have a black version of Facebook. It's at blaggenuf.com, BLAGGENUF, blaggenuf, BLAGGENUF.com. So go to blaggenuf.com. That's where we gather. That's the Facebook for black people. I created it just for times like this, just for times because I knew I said at some point they're going to ban me because I say what's on my mind. I believe in freedom of speech. Facebook is not a freedom of speech platform. It is a platform with authoritarian liberal speech. And what's really amazing to me is there was a time when liberals were associated with free speech, like they fought for free speech. And as Bill Maher actually pointed out, this is one area I do agree with him on, he said liberals lost that. They became very dictatorial, if you will. They became authoritarian. They felt that anybody who disagreed with them should be shut down before they even get a chance to talk. And I don't live in that world. It doesn't matter if you are conservative, liberal, or anything else. If you have an opinion that's different from mine, let's debate it out. Let's talk it out. You be honest with me and I'll be honest with you. That's what this country's supposed to be. Now we're becoming a country where people can't talk and be honest without the fear of persecution. That makes you not much different from the way things got in Nazi Germany. Maybe there won't be the mass extermination of people, but there is the mass extermination of black people in the federal prison system. So it's not as if modern day America doesn't have anything in common with Nazi Germany. The only reason that it doesn't appear that we have anything in common is because nobody cares about black folks. So my opinion, which I stand by, is that I do feel that the Democrats are not interested in mentioning that a lot of jobs that black people used to have are taken by illegal immigrants. Now, did I say immigrants, all immigrants? No, I did not. I'm talking about people who are coming across the border without documentation. Now, again, I feel for you. I understand why you're doing it. But if I feel for you and why you're crossing the border illegally, I don't understand why you don't feel for me and my people when Lil Pookie went and stole a loaf of bread because he was hungry. If I feel for you because you had to get out of your country and that's why you broke across the border, then I don't understand why you don't feel for me when a little kid in the hood gets pops, selling crack because his mama can't eat. If I'm supposed to feel for you when your family's separated because, you came across the border illegally and they caught your ass, I don't understand how you can't feel sympathy for me when our black families, tens of thousands of them, are separated right now because somebody broke the law because they had to get food for their family. I don't understand this double standard. But I do understand it because that's America. This is America. Like your boy said in the song, this is America. So, it is what it is. So as you all know, my solution on all of this, as we get ready for the All Black National Convention, my solution on all of this is build our own, not complain too much. I ain't really tripping on Facebook like that. Go to blaggenuf.com. That's the social media platform I use. It's BLAGGENUF. Write it down, BLAGGENUF. Make sure you spell it right. And it's just like Facebook, except it's better and it's free, and we won't censor you unless you're threatening people or doing something crazy. So anyway, take care, and I will talk to you guys soon, and have a good day. Be good. Peace.